but it'll be Louisiana basketball. And after a review, and with just 1 second on the timer, the review showed that the ball indeed touched the rim. And so
Santa Clara Sash Gavalugov, redshirt freshman from Bulgaria who began his college career, played 4 games before an injury shut him down last year for Villanova and transferred to Santa Clara.
Well, it's pretty evident what the strategy is going to be. The Broncos not shying away from the three-point shot early on, trying to keep pace with the bigs for the Zags.
That's what Santa Clara does, is EK long.
Category. Closing seconds here inside the Levy Center. Jashawn Holt, who came off the bench in this one. Driving, blocked by Alan Graves, out of bounds. Driving, forcing a shot up. Awkward shot, high degree of difficulty. The freshman, Tanner Davis, nearly grabbed onto that one. This is Trujillo. He was a high school quarterback and won a state title.
But
Hildebrandt may have been lucky to get away with that as a foul call off the hand.
Ensminger left open. Oh, and it spins out. Alan Graves with the steal.
St. Mary's ball under the basket, inbounding. Hawks playing bigger minutes tonight with Shaw struggling so much. There's McKeever against Graves, just one-on-one. Too much size. No foul that time. Lost the ball going up.
But Gonzaga has still won 51 of the last 55 against Santa Clara.
And that was a much-needed run stopper. You talk about 21-4 run by the Sun Devils.
Another deflection. ASU will keep this one. Mayusin behind the back. Shot. Another deflection. Another Santa Clara steal.
Off the window, and Santa Clara has its largest lead at 7.
And again, for Santa Clara, it's a steal. They've done that so well all year, leading the conference in that category and doing a good job converting on that end as well.
Next stoppage will be a timeout. Clayton. Alan Graves steps out. Publiskis in trouble, has his pocket picked. Alan Graves.
From 3, take over 45% of their looks from beyond the arc. Kate Dotson tries to run into one, but Moore gets loose change. Alan Graves spikes it back.
Just couldn't get it done.
Well, the Broncos, they need a stop desperately.
Continuing to play out these long clocks. We're going to be inside of a minute now by the time the Broncos get it back, unless there's a turnover.
Approaching 1 minute to play here from the KPA. Rubin down the lane, spiked away by Graves.
Baseline floater rolls it home. The Broncos are now shooting 63% from the field here in the second half. They've already eclipsed their entire first half point total. Folks just lost it, gave it up right.
For Saj. Amy, pull up, stepping into a 3 and missing it. Shelley grabbing the rebound away from Hammond. Santa Clara trying not to foul, and White to inbound, just beating the 5. And Comer accelerating to get the Wolfpack into their half-court offense as we approach the 5-minute mark remaining here in the first half from Santa Clara. Pass inside is stolen. That was a
have to go until halftime. 3-point lead for St. Mary's. Huge advantage. Plus 10 at the free throw line in the first half. Dent just lost it. I mean, it's almost started falling down.
Yeah, I know Bronco fans are really excited about Alan Graves, the former Mr. Louisiana Basketball Player of the Year, and just he's done such a good job getting his body in shape. He's strong and really going to provide an offensive and defensive spark.
Brandon Bento Jackson bouncing to Oduano, and Oduano falls over backwards. The Broncos will tie it up. The ball squirts free.
Dents as a runner is down for Hammond, who continues his good start.
What a start for this guy. Redshirted a year ago because it was a crowded backcourt, but looking comfortable in his redshirt sophomore campaign.
Denied on the oop attempt as Graves gets
elevated and used the glass.
That's a matchup he's obviously gaining more and more confidence. He's got 8 points, leading the way offensively right now for the Broncos. And it's a 1-point game with a minute left to go. There's that defense we talked about with Gray.
Harrington's push shot is missed. Poked out to Gavalugov, who gives it right back. The lob. Maurer caught it. And Alan Graves intercepts.
Something multicolored. Whoa. 11:45, little contact. Gavalugov was pushed. Olay turned back. It was Graves who got a fingertip on it.
That's one to put on the reel. Just it's all set up by footwork, right? At the end of it, yes, you get the elevation and the soft touch, but it's the footwork. And Mahi, there's nobody that can match Mahi one-on-one in this game.
Drive to the basket.
As we see,
Alan Graves.
Graves.
He's taken out those token three-pointers. I think of the player comparison direct from last year with Cam Tung and the way they battled. Really in the paint.
Yeah, Graves is an amazing defender, so anytime he's starting to get hot offensively, you're getting the total package.
Yeah, Graves at 42% three-point shooter. Doesn't take a ton of them, but will step out every occasion. Buddy Hammer Jr. rejected at the top of the rim. Jump ball is called.
Christian Hammond loses it. Now it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Marmoleos blocked from behind and saved by Graves.
One of the top scorers of the WCC. 2 minutes to go. Those were good looks for the Broncos on that last time down. Lewis looking for an opening. Lewis drives again. Had it stripped away. Askin.
Graves finding the wide open Napper. Napper having a day from the three-point line, 3 of 5. Career high is 5 triples, but again coming into this game a little chilly from beyond the arc.
And there are the first points for Hammond in the second half. Give him 15.
Really done a nice job cutting off the ball, has Santa Clara.
Set that tone first couple of trips of the night.
Absolutely.
And a shot fake. Graves hangs with another one. In front of his family who's made the trip from Louisiana.
Talking about early in the season, averaging about 8 points a game, and then takes that big 6-point jump up to 14 of late. It gets him to a season average of around 10. So really coming into his own, getting a lot more confidence later in his freshman season, and he's one of the best at taking the back.
Leading scorer in the West Coast Conference of the Broncos. Most in made threes, most in steals, most in offensive rebounds. That's a very lethal combination.
Lane working inside, blocked away by Graves. It's his second block.
Get in and get your rhythm early to start this game.
Sash flipping coast. He began his college career with just 4 games at Villanova before a season-ending ankle injury. She started 2 of 2 from the floor since they've run cold, 1 of 7 shooting. Here's Santiago Chuas. And Marcus Adams Jr., who continues to emerge for Bobby Hurley and the Sun Devils since they came home from the Maui Invitational.
And Clara, on the other hand, they went through the same thing, but now they get the chance to go on the road. And typically when you come on the road, teams come together because you're out there by yourselves in your dinner meetings, breakfast meetings, and they certainly are ready to play today.
So you like being on the road maybe during the
No question about it.
Samar now to Lake. Alan Graves fronting, Yak in the middle. Reverse layup rejected by Graves.
He flings a pass near side, and now out to Darlin. It goes for 3. That's no good. Tigers looking to push here off the miss. Wainwright drives, and Wainwright almost traveled. Wainwright is rejected by Graves, I believe, and now Ralph and Cochran both going after the loose ball.
Mahi. Step back 3 over V-Day. Misses the mark. Dalton has the rebound. So a switch up there defensively. It paid off that trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done by the Lions.
V-Day picked up by Ensminger. 6'6" against 6'9". That's a forward guarding a guard. Inside, Dalton lost the handle and another turnover. And that's the 7th of the game for Ellen.
Winner. How about that defensive effort, especially by Aubrey?
Bouillon comes to catch the inbound, and Howell will lead 3-on-2. And his
Darlin puts it in.
I like the way Santa Clara is picking up Josiah late full court, putting a little bit more pressure on them, don't let them play with so much freedom, making them work to get the ball down the floor. And they've done an excellent job of jumping out and hedging on screens, jumping in the
look from Brenton Napper. And Aboye with 12 points to pace the Broncos.
Yeah, really nice answer.
Buki Aboye 5 for 5 from the floor. Came into the game shooting up near 60% for Santa Clara. Belonga. Shot blocked. Allen Belonga. Blocked again. And that'll. This is Rollison. I'd have to think that Price would have to turn it on in order to get things going for the Wolfpack. He took that right away from Jake Ensminger and Price.
And he hits it. Now Santa Clara is starting to get themselves on track from beyond the arc. Back-to-back possessions, made threes. A season ago, they were tops in the WCC in made threes and three-point percentage. 2 for 8 so far. Avila couldn't get free. They're blanketing him with great defense. Little drop step, can't finish. That's a good defensive standby.
Yeah, it's a tough situation right there, making a one-on-one play as the clock's running down. But credit Pepperdine, they've amped up their pressure despite Santa Clara now on a 10-0 run.
Broncos have scored 12 of the last 14 and have kept Pepperdine off the scoreboard, coming up on 3.5 minutes. Levy. Ball loose, poked away by Gray.
We talked about at halftime being close. Just got to improve the shooting a little bit. Santa Clara on that big run to start the second half started to pull away. Great.
5 score in the West Coast Conference starting to heat up in a big way.
And another response from the Broncos as the Dons are trying to get close. Diaz-Grom has it ripped away.
In the second half. San Diego's 2 for 7. They're shooting 28% in the second half, which same thing. In the first half, you're like, well, they can't get that much worse than what they've already been at with some of the tough contested shots.
Grant Foster and Achenti runs the floor, misses the layup. Fogle there. He gives it up. And then Graves steals it away.
Pacific's lead is 2. You see Santa Clara pressuring the inbound. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think Santa Clara has watched some tape. Tigers at times have struggled with ball pressure. Kabliskas trying to get a pass along the end line to Jack, and Jack has the ball.
You stop the University of the Cumberlands. I know you're a big fan of Patriots basketball in Williamsburg, Kentucky.
100% tuned in every day.
Offensive rebound off the missed foul shot. That's blocked by Santa Clara.
On the rim, got it. 20 in the first half for Christian Hammond. Doing them from downtown, the line, and inside.
It's great inside-out basketball right there.
Last opportunity of the half for either side. Walker. Baseline drive, knocked away, grabbed by.
Oh. He's 5 for 11. He's made 2 threes. McCottry double teamed and knocked loose by Graves.
That is the cherry on top for the Broncos.
It was good defense by Wainwright, too. Tough defense, not letting a lot slide, and then disappointing shot. See that go in your face after tremendous effort.
Under a minute. Wainwright drives, loses a handle on it. Graves has it.
Came into the season, picked to finish 4th in the West Coast Conference behind Gonzaga, St. Mary's, and USF. Conference is off to a good start in non-conference as Santa Clara forcing the turnover, and now Graves that Santa Clara Bronco fans have come to love in just his redshirt freshman season.
And I think his energy is infectious, and watching him compete day in, day out, that's what inspires his teammates as well.
Ponchatoula, Louisiana's own. Rochelen gets a running start. Bowling his way in deep, misses the shot. Alan Graves not giving ground, and here comes Santa.
7 more turnovers than the Broncos, and when you consider that deliberate pace they play, you need all the possessions you can get as they turn it.
Yeah, 2 freshmen.
This is a contested 3 that's off the mark. Gavalugov wanted a whistle, didn't get one. And now pass down low, intercepted by Graves as Kabliskas.
They like to jump out on those ball screens, and sometimes if you're just a second late, you get clipped, caught, and going to get called for the foul.
JoJo Murphy. Blocked by Graves. That one will go out of bounds.
Lightning quick for the bucket. And it feels like the pace right now favors Santa Clara.
I would agree. They want to get this game in the 80s, where in conference play they average 88 points per game. St. Mary's, they would prefer it in the 60s if possible.
McKeever calling for it. Graves breaks it up.
KJ Cochran, the freshman who just checked in, and Cochran has the bucket as the Broncos bat the ball to themselves on the offensive glass and now lead by 2.
Lest we forget that part of Alan Graves' diet is inhaling rebounds, so he's doing a great job of it so far as he gets the steal.
First half showing some pressure again. They kind of token pressure to want to slow down the offense for the Zags, force them to initiate their offense a little bit later and try to take away some of their action where they can get Graham Ike in space and alone on an island on the block. We haven't seen Graham Ike really dive and then duck in.
Chente tried to flip it to Ike. Graves was there again. Man, he's just got a knack.
Sash Gavalugov, who left the game after a crushing screen was set on him. Back in the game now, wearing number 2 in Bronco red. Tigers with an early lead, or rather a lead here in the first half, and have had the lead almost the entire first half. Rochelen getting in deep, loses the handle, stripped, and this is Cherry.
Decider. Ensminger 3, air ball. Mahi got the air ball miss. He didn't hit the rim. Now, the shot clock went off, but Pacific already secured it, so they don't stop play. Tigers with 2 minutes to go. Good help. Clayton bounces it to Ralph, who got rejected by Graves.
Off the glass, and Darlin has his second basket of the game.
I think that was the message during the media timeout. When the double team happens, make sure someone from the weak side, and both times it was Cherry Darling, cut to the hoop and be ready to receive a layup.
Holt down low and do a rebeat. Pump fake. Stolen. Another turn.
Pass out is rejected back. Cherry Darlin on the floor now for Santa Clara. And the Tigers with good defense that trip down the floor. Clayton guarded by Darlin, the junior from Central African Republic.
Play last year. Red-shirted. Makes them both, has 7 unofficially. And the Broncos go back up by 6.
And while Santa Clara has struggled from the free throw line, 8 of 14, you have to continue to pound the ball inside. You've seen what happens. Broncos getting better results trying to get into the paint.
Christian Hammond with a right hand. 13 first half points. That's his first bucket of the second half.
And you're really seeing how Christian Hammond's able to score in a variety of ways. And there's a reason why he's good for 16.5 points per night. Able to get in the lane, shoot the 3 well. Just really does it all offensively for this Bronco lineup.
Wainwright going to the basket. Blocked either by...
And strong take for 2.
Strong take is right. Tremendous job of just playing through contact, playing through pressure. Wasn't enough to be called and whistled for a foul. Terrific there from Elijah Mahi.
24-19 Broncos. Steele jumping around is Graves.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of upside. A power forward with range. He really started the season well, had 11 and 10 in their victory against Lincoln. Pretty good freshman debut for him. There's a turnover. Mahi.
Skilled players on McNeese, but nothing really from Garcia tonight. Richards had a nice first half. And
if you're going to zone this team, you have got to have it like a matchup zone where you pressure the ball when it's in your area because they shoot the basketball too well.
6 of 14, already 14 attempts from beyond the arc. They average 30 a game.
I'd say they're on pace.
I mean, certainly an area of his game that continues to grow and improve.
The Broncos lead the conference in steals per contest at 9.1, but it's the Toreros who had the advantage. This is Rollison. Back to Robinson, open for three. Sits on the heel of the rim, missed. Offensive rebound pulled down by the Wolfpack. The shot.
Cherry Darlin has really improved throughout the course of this year. It was the first one really that kind of broke through those NCAA requirements coming from the G League. Had a lot of high expectations preseason all WCC, which maybe weren't warranted, but he's
offensive rebounds. I don't know if I've seen or heard of a game at any level where that's been the case. And I'm not sure if Louisiana's going to have an answer for that if the Broncos do miss shots.
Well, not only their ability to rebound missed shots, but their perimeter defense has caused problems this year for opponents.
Yeah, look at the extension all the way out to midcourt.
Finister dropping it off for Jones. Shot blocked by Graves.
Member and really aggressive off the bounce. Great sign for the Broncos if he's knocking down threes.
And 18 points in 36 minutes in the loss to St. Louis. Teams returning leading score. Tough take at the basket. Reynolds goes down.
He's setting up Shelley. And a sweet stroke from the lefty.
Shelley advancing. Has it poked away from behind. Alan Graves again.
Njai had it knocked right into the hands of Hammond, and Xavier survives it. Phenom. Stripped. Graves pushes it ahead.
And it's easy to play with zero pressure. We can talk about that in any sport, baseball and golf, and talking about soccer and football. I mean, when you got the lead, you can just be comfortable and just play. No nerves involved.
Make it happen. Just not a lot of bigs in the country with that type of ability. And now Graves
Once again, out hustling the opposition.
The effort on both ends of the floor is one-sided right now. Leaning towards the side of Santa Clara in a big way. Rebounding, defensive effort, loose balls.
Keep in mind for San Francisco, back-to-back road games.
Another defense and good shots. And that was a good shot. Gavaluvov usually will hit that shot. He's got no issues with that. Now you got man pressure for the Broncos.
Olvera against a big guard, young, strong guard in Cochran. A near steal, there it is. Alan Graves scoring off the glass. All 7 of Elijah Mahi's points here in the second half.
Just a good job playing off 2 feet, strong base, and playing with force.
Broncos force the turnover.
Hammond, because they've been very dependable.
Ramblers trying to get one over the Broncos and eventually reset it out. Darlin hounding Tavares. Winsue out for Dotson. He's trying to ride the hot hand. Now draws the double. Winsue over for Richardson, tapped away, turnover.
Controls. Rare turnover for Santa Clara. C on the run out. Hassled from behind by Darlin. It's on the floor. Oregon State with another opportunity. Good defense by Cherry Darlin. And Lake passed it to Munch, who fumbled it. Another fumble in
positions to succeed. And he's really done it at all 3 levels. He can pass, he can dribble, shoot, not to mention his great defensive efforts.
Yeah, Buki Oboye had a 22-point game earlier this season. A breakout game for him. Has been blocking on average 2 shots per contact.
Stepping in, Cherry Darlin has his shot blocked by Graham Ike. Jalen Warley attacks, and he's denied. Alan Graves with the block.
Archie with 7 points had a good start to this one, but it's been a little quiet here over the last quarter of this half. Inside it goes to Richards against the smaller Hammond. Has his shot blocked by Graves. Taken by Darlin. Bronco back.
Gabaluga knifing through, dispossessed. Mo Odom whirling in transition. What a deflection by Alan Graves.
There by Caleb Vandy Green, the 6'8 senior from Australia. And the smallest player on the floor, 5'11 Gus Etchison, clears that one for the Bengals. Trailing by 2 as the clock winds toward the midway point of the first half. And Thomas, this is a team that's playing.
Tough angle. Another ASU give.
And he makes them. Now, this isn't a shooting foul, but those fouls add up over the course of the half. Dylan Shaw. Got blocked by Graves. Good defense there.
Constant effort that he plays with now. I mean, I think that's been the biggest part of his game. Everyone knows this.
When you look at how St. Louis shoots the ball, in particular from beyond the arc, that's going to be something to keep an eye on.
Jones knocked loose and saved in. Novula fighting loose on the deck. Timeout.
Malcolm Christie's three-pointer. Rebound Amenhauser, put back up. Graves got a hand.
Next game is looming against St. Mary's. St. Mary's had a big win at USF on the Hilltop last night as Alan Graves gets another steal.
Committed. Dave Smart just seemed irate about what was happening there on the offensive end. Approaching 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Kabliskas guarded by Darlin. Got a